Hey everybody, time for more chess. Getting ready to issue my Seek today. I'm thinking about taking a break from chess lately. Get out of here. I don't know, I just kind of burned out on it a little bit this morning doing tactics problems. So, I don't know. This may be my last video for a while, or I don't know. It just depends. Hopefully it'll be a fun game, and maybe it'll keep me from going crazy. Oh, I didn't hear a sound. I'm going to need some sound. Oh, I think I turned it off in the interface. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get a kind of a tough game. This guy's slightly higher rated than I am. There's the sound. But no fear. Should be fine, though. Take with the knight. Alright, now this line I think I've played before. Yeah. The issue here is the e4 square, the e4 pawn. Alright. Don't remember necessarily a line here, but knight c3 looks right. There's some things with knight b5 later. I think I've seen queen f6 before, but not queen h4 now that I think about it. So not really sure what the downside is. The downside of h4 over f6 is that f6 attacks the knight, and normally play f3, and then I've seen something like queen g6, and since the c3 pawn is in the way, it's difficult to defend that. But I think I played something weird like knight b5. I wonder if knight b5 does anything here. Obviously knight b5, queen takes here, and then check, and it can get pretty sharp. But knight b5 is definitely a motif here, and maybe after I play knight c3, knight b5 becomes something to do. I'm going to go ahead with knight c3 right now. So the pawn here is pinned, so I wonder about d5. d5, I'm going to just take the knight. And then take d5. Huh, no, my bishop would be hanging there, wouldn't it? Okay, so he's bailing out of this line, it looks like. This is forced. I think there might be a d5 trick here. So something like, Okay, now he's trying to get tricky on me. G7's hanging. So I wonder if I can defend e3 with bishop d3. Not sure, but I'm kind of interested in bishop g7 here. Seeing if I can make that work. So maybe worthwhile to spend a little bit of time looking at this. Problem is that e3 pawn or e4 pawn. Really strongly considering bishop d3. So my queen, or my bishop is not under attack right now. So blocking that in wouldn't be that big a deal. I'm still going to be pinned here, but I've got the bishop defending it for now. So I think bishop d3 is okay here. What about queen d3? Queen d3 might be okay, but it makes the bishop a little less flexible. So I'm going to go with bishop d3. Now the e4 pawn is okay. Alright, seems to be moving fairly quickly here. Considering a3 to kind of, well, actually no, because the d pawn, or the e pawn again. How about queen e2? Queen e2 is a possibility, queen f3 is a possibility, bishop takes is a possibility. Castle is a possibility. Seems a little dangerous. Right now I'm kind of leaning towards queen f3. Maybe queen e2 though. Queen e2 and then castle queenside is what I'm looking at right now. I think that's what I'm going to do. Queen e2 or queen f3? I have my choice of side to castle here. There's a little knight d5 thing going on here. If I can swing bishop takes a knight and then knight d5 after I get out of the pin. Okay, so castle queenside and then f3 is available for bishop g4. And then I'm pretty solid, I think. Rook's on an open file, king's safe. Development is good, his development's not. I might have a d5 trick here with the knight. Now his queen is out of place to me, it seems. His bishop's looking a little bit hemmed in over here. I don't know, this seems okay to me. I was a little worried I was going to get an inferior position out of that opening, but this seems like I might have come out on the other side. Here's hoping. So right now, this bishop takes f6 thing looks okay. Bishop takes f6, if he doesn't move at all, or if it, say he castles. Bishop f6, queen f6, knight d5. And that just wins the bishop, I think. I don't see how he can do anything about that. So that's the threat right now. Okay. That's an automatic move there. And now I think I'm going to be in pretty good shape, because he's going to have to deal with that threat. That kind of stops knight d5, doesn't it? Alright, so there's still going to be a tactic here. I'm pretty sure. This piece here is not looking too healthy at all. Bishop takes, queen takes. Knight d5, bishop takes, pawn takes, check. And I've held him in, well, he might be able to play queen there. What does g3 do here? Queen is kind of looking off sides now, isn't he? g3. These squares are off. Maybe here. Maybe here. Maybe here, maybe here. So these 4 squares, if I play g3, I can limit the queen to those 4 squares. Say here, bishop here, and he can swing. Yeah, he could swing there. What about g3, bishop here, or yeah, queen here, and then pawn here? He could still swing, couldn't he? There's still that a5 square is a little bit of a pain. Alright, how about knight b5 here? Knight b5, threatening this. Castles, I still take it. Knight b5, c6. I can't take that pawn. I honestly think g3 here, followed by pushing the queenside pawns, looks pretty good. And then maybe I can... queenside pawn storm looks like the right idea. Looks like I can get some major tempo. Maybe open up the D file fully with something like E5. Not going to be really comfortable with that queen on A5 is one of my problems.
Check.
Alright. Here I just simply play F4. I mean, seriously. Alright, we've got this thread again, so I have to be really careful here. But I think I'm going to play... Not sure what I'm going to do here. think I need to play f5 in order to stop bishop g4. If he plays... yeah, I think that's all fine. If I need to run to d2 and e1, I think that's fine. I should have played king b1 at some point, but I didn't. Okay, so bishop takes a2 is okay for him, isn't it? All right. We look at pawn takes, bishop takes, king takes, and then we can maybe swing a fork of some kind. So I think we need to play bishop takes here. He's going to play either bishop or queen here, probably queen. Or no, probably bishop, because queen would lose to pawn takes. That's what I meant to say. Wow. That just loses the bishop. Okay, so this is a good situation, because I can just play king d2 easily here. Right? Am I missing something? If I am, it's too late, but... okay. I think I need to just... start trading off pieces. Alright, bishop takes knight, and then pawn takes queen h4, 5. We'll keep the king, no. Yeah, we'll keep the king in the center. So that's something.
Check.
Alright, so now I have a problem with my b2 pawn. Queen a1. King has to move here. So queen b5, threatening here and protecting here, and then I can come back here and try to harass the queen a little bit into trading. So I think queen b5 is good. No, maybe not best, because of rook h to b8, and then I've got real problems on b2, so let's do this.
Check. Check.
Alright, so is c3 better than queen c3 here? I don't think so. I think queen c3 is best.
Check.
Okay, that's good. And keep my pawn structure intact. Alright, I'd like to play g4 and h3 here to keep that pawn backwards on the open file. So if I play g4, d5, takes is fine. Or is it? No, let him take and then take with the bishop would be better. Oh, what's with the lag here? There we go. Okay, that locks that in pretty good, and now I can start piling up on f6. Alright, so I'm down 2 pawns here for a piece. And none of that is concerning to me at all. I think my plan is faster here. So we're going to play c5, which is fine. I can always just move my king back. So you're going to do sack a rook for a pass pawn? I mean, what else would that be for? That's weird. Let's just stop all possible counterplay. I don't see... I probably need to do this anyway. Or do I? I don't need to do that. Let him sack a rook for a pass pawn. That's an easy pawn to stop, so... I'm not sure what. Alright. We've got the rooks tied down. How about rook h5 here? Rook h5 takes. And then rook f5. Seems okay. Any other way to make progress? I can't really get... Well, I can, can't I? I can attack the a6 pawn with my king, but that's the only one. So what about provoking some more weaknesses? Alright. So how am I going to do this? B4 takes, no. C4, he'll lock it up. How about switching here? This looks okay. Now, if rook A8 to guard, then we have the pawn. Oh, really? Alright. Just going to let my king in here in a second if he's not careful. Alright. Here, if he pushes, I take. So one way or another, we should get some more scope for the bishop here. If I can get the bishop to say d5 or something like that, or I'm controlling some center squares, it'd be really nice. So what are his possible moves? C3, I just take. Alright. So that's clearly good, I think. We've got this pin again. Or actually, we don't have a pin. I don't know why I thought we had a pin. Crazy. We can lock down the queen side there anyway. Then I can reposition. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Play b4, reposition the bishop to b3 via d1, and then I have a lot more scope for the bishop. Queen side will be locked down. Huh, okay, well that gives me the scope anyway. And I think I can just take on a6 here. Now it shouldn't be too hard to win the b4 pawn, or the h4 pawn. I'll be in really good shape. I say that, I don't see an easy way to get in here because of these two pawns, so that kind of stinks. So he's threatening a2 here, rook a2. Thinking about, obviously c4 looks like a really good square, but it would allow rook a2. d3 for the bishop, and I can block. Then get out of the pin. That way I don't lose h3. And then king e3 allows my rook to come down to f2 if necessary. I really have no idea what he's trying to do there. Probably play d5 so he can get a passed pawn on e4. So I have some problems, but I think they're all manageable. Why'd I do that? Well, that's okay, because now I can guard here.
Check. Check.
So that locks that down. The thing I need to worry about is these center pawns, but I've got the wing pawns here. So this looks pretty good. I've got the pawn balance back to 3 each. Alright, here he's threatening rook takes, but I can just play king d3. Or can I? What about playing g5 here? G5. Yeah, and I don't like just giving up a pawn. How about rook h8 takes? It's slightly uncomfortable, but king d3, rook takes, pawn takes, and my rook should be able to get over there, or my everything should be able to get over there easily. How about g5, pawn takes, and then g4, rook g4. I think that's what I'm going to do, just to kill any counterplay. And I can win that either of those pawns very, very easily. My h-pawn does a good job of stopping that g-pawn in case I need to run over here. Okay, so just waiting around now. I fully expect f takes g. And then I play g4. Rook g4. Yeah, he might win that pawn, but I should win both of the others in return. Could also play bishop d2.
Check.
And he wins that pawn, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so this seems fine. Actually, I like this better. Now, well, he can go here. Yeah.
Check.
Let's see. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Rook g2. Check. I move in front. Yeah, I'm not real thrilled here. Maybe this is Zug for him here. Try this. Probably shouldn't have given up that g-pawn so easily. Okay, so what's going on here? I need to stop the e-pawn. It shouldn't be terribly difficult. That's the theory. We'll see if it's true. If he moves rook g3, what do I do? If he moves rook g3, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It's not quite as Zug because he's got a couple of places he can move.
Check.
Alright, so what I was thinking here was bishop e2. He can't get closer here. His pawn's still pinned. And if he gives way here with the king, I can move into king e3, unpinning and getting the attack on the e4 pawn. Right. That might be bad. Probably not, but it might be. I think I can stop everything with king e3 here. King e3, rook takes bishop, king takes rook, and then I get here first, right? That should be a concrete win. So let's go over that in my mind. King e3, rook takes bishop, King takes rook. King takes rook. Oh no, it doesn't work because I got to get the e-pawn first. So no, that doesn't work. King e3 loses. Alright, so I'm thinking about king f8 here. Yeah, king f8 seems fine. After all, he can't play e3 here to get the king away from the bishop. So, should be fine. And if I'm back here, I've got plenty of flexibility to attack either of these two pawns. So, I don't really know what's going on, you know. End games aren't my specialty. So hopefully I can pull this one out, but you never know. Alright, so here, check. We'll probably just put his king in a better position. Protecting with the bishop. And he can check again. And I can come here and he can check again. I can't get anywhere else. So king c2 doesn't work because of rook h2. About checking here, he comes to right here. I check again. Where's he going to go? Could probably draw that way. What about bishop d2, d1 to protect? And then if I check, I could just get behind the bishop. That seems okay. I think I can almost always force a draw here if I need to, but I've got winning chances. I just need to keep that pawn. I don't understand that move. Alright. So, where's he going? I mean, oh, he's trying to play queen or rook here. So let's make that a waste of time.
Check.
Probably needs to move queen or king here.
check,
If nothing else, I can do some of these checks just to gain some time. I should check the 50 move rule. I don't even know how long it's been. 50 move rule, 89 half moves until a draw. Alright. So he comes back. And we're still looking at this square here because he might want to sack. See, I don't understand why he would want to do that anyway. So, whatever. Looking at maybe getting to D3. Why don't I just cut him off right here? How do I make progress? How do I make progress? Is there a way I can sack the bishop for this pawn while it's here? Bishop c2. So if I take it and then he takes the bishop.
check,
Uh-huh.
check,
Still can't get quite past that king, man. As long as I keep my bishop here and my rook here, he can't get his bishop past that. And then I almost went against that. Wow. I don't know. Should I opt for a draw? I just don't know. What about this? No, this is getting ugly, frankly.
check,
I don't know what to do. I might just have to check the guy until and just offer a draw. I've just screwed this up.
check, check,
Maybe he'll make a mistake. I'm going to leave this open in case he offers a draw, and I'll think about it. That's why I have that gone. But you know, I've got better things to do with my day than sit here and try to win this position, frankly. So, like I said earlier, a little frustrated with chess. This might be, this might be the kicker here. I don't know. What about rook f1? And if he does this, then I play rook e2 with king that far back. I can get behind that rook or behind that pawn. Let's try this. if he plays e2, I play, yeah, he's too far back. No matter the next move, I play rook e1. And that should win the piece since the king is so far back. Or win the pawn. Right? So the pawn is gone because he can't defend it again and he can't take my bishop. So I finally got a mistake from him. And now I should win easily. Whew! That was difficult. Can I make progress here, though? This may still be a draw. See, I've got tempo killers and he doesn't. So this looks like it keeps him out. And now I can get to right here, but can I keep him away? From b5. Alright, I got all the tempo killers in the world now. Plus, I think I just know how to do this. Keep him out of that corner. Okay, so the end of this game may take a while, and he may delay a lot, but if so, I'll just pause the video so that it's not like 80 minutes for no reason at all. In fact, I may pause it now just to shorten it, unpause it after he makes a move. Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to pause the video because it seems like he's going to be into a delay here. But I'm going to pause it, and if he makes a move, I'll unpause it, and if he disconnects or whatever, I'll come back at the end and let you know what happened. So, pausing the video. Okay, he resigned. I'm going to tell him thanks for the game. Good luck. He instantly offered me a rematch. And hopefully that doesn't tick him off. But I am not going to play another game right now. I just wanted one game. So I sort of enjoyed that one. It was nice to get a big win against somebody similarly rated, not too much higher than I was. I'll go ahead and post that. And if there are pointers, I know that G5 move I made to protect something that didn't need protected earlier might have been some interesting kind of idea. And I think probably just letting him make that sack would have been fine also. But I was just trying to kill counterplay, and in the end I probably almost killed my winning chances. That rook f1 move that actually ultimately won the game, probably I should have seen that kind of an idea earlier. I don't know. It just seemed like there was way too many opportunities for him to make a mistake to really offer a draw or accept a draw. But it was an interesting game. I got lucky that he hung a piece in the middle game and then finally converted it.